boy. Last video I had posted, I had picked up this EK right here. Still have it, still got plans for it. But on this video, we're going to be focusing on the SI. As you can see, it's on jack stands already. Like 2 weekends ago, I had took it out to Elite Tuner's season opener. I was fighting fuel pressure issues all day. I got like one good pull out of it. I'll throw a video of that up in. As I started to get closer and closer to home, I noticed that the fuel pump was getting louder and louder. I luckily made it home, and I crawled underneath the car, felt the fuel pump. It was extremely hot, so I shut the car down. Now, all I can really say is that I know this pump has been through a lot. It's been through a few race seasons, not on my car, but on a previous car. And I mean, I guess it's just time for it to leave the chat. So I did get the chance to pull the pump out already. I'll show you guys what it looks like. What I was running was a single MagnaFuel 750. They say this pump's good for like 2,000 horsepower or something like that. So, I mean, I decided to run it because it was more than enough for what I needed and not like to overbuild. But I do have the new fuel setup test fitted. Well, the new fuel pumps test fitted on the car. I'll be running dual AEM 400 LPH pumps. It's supposed to be just as equivalent as the single 750. I'll show you guys how it looks right now in the car. Right there, yeah, right in front of the gas tank. So I'll be wiring both ends off, and it'll go to a single line to the front of the car, and it'll go to my fuel filter. But those should be more courteous on my street driving because I do like to cruise the car around here and there. I think that pump was just a little too overkill for the street. I could be wrong, but let's get to making these fuel lines. I'm gonna set you guys up on my bench, and then we'll get started. Alright, before I get to pulling the fuel setup off the SI, I'm going to show you guys what a PTFE line and PTF fitting is. So for the fitting side, it looks like a normal fitting. A big difference you'll notice is that the ends flare out. On a regular fitting, it's straight. But when you pull these apart, you'll get this cap. And then this aluminum retainer. I'll tell you what this does in a second. And then the regular fitting. It looks different than other fittings. So I have one started right here. I'll show you the PTFE line. So the PTFE lines have like a plastic inner that can withstand E85 or corrosive fuels because E85 is corrosive. And then it's braided with steel, and then it's braided with nylon. You can get them with just steel. So to put the fitting on, I already have one started right here. What you do is you peel back the steel and braided nylon and basically create a gap in between the plastic hosing and the steel and braided nylon. Then you take your aluminum retainer, and that goes in between the nylon and the steel. This actually goes over the plastic part of the hose. And you want to get that seated flush because there is a ridge on the end of it. Once you get that seated flush, make sure this goes on first because you will not be able to get it off. You take your rest of your hose end and you caress it inside there. And what you'll do is you'll bring this part of the hose end up and meet them together and slowly turn until it feels like it's going in. Make sure you go in nice and straight because you will mess up your hose end. And that's pretty much about it. I'm going to make a couple and show you guys. I also have these tools to help me. These go on your vise. They should be magnetic. What's going on, Master Peanut? Nah, shit. Appreciate you.
My fault, bro.
No, you good.
Justin was actually supposed to bring it back to you.
I know Justin was. I'm over here educating people.
Oh yeah, what you doing now?
Making my fuel setup.
Okay, okay.
Ooh, yeah. Hopefully this ain't too overkill, but
I think it'll be alright.
I think it'll be alright too. So I also have these tools. They're special tools to make AN lines. They protect the fitting from getting damaged. You know, if you use like a regular wrench or a regular adjustable wrench, it will damage the actual fitting. So I also have this adjustable. It's actually an AN adjustable. All these tools are made out of aluminum. So it's actually fairly simple to use. There's ridges for the fitting to fit in there, but I'm gonna just show you how real easy it is to make this line. So I was able to start it by hand. You should be able to start it by hand and make sure it's nice and straight. And as you can see, like I'm pretty cool. Now I'm about to set this in the vise. So like so. My vise is a little worn out. It's time for a new one, but literally that's what's gonna look like at the end. It's nice and tight. And I'll be ready for the next one. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna have 2 straights on each end and then a Y on each end, and one will go to the filter, one will go to my existing feed line, and then so it's a new day. I got a lot of stuff done on the car off camera because my battery died. Oh well, but I had to wait a couple days for some new fittings. I had to get 4 more 45s due to the angle of the straights that I was going to have with these Ys. So this is basically what I was making. I just gotta put the hose ends on these 2 right here, and this will run to my filter. These will run to the pump, and then it's the same thing on the other side of the pumps. So I'm gonna finish making these up, get them up in the car, and show you guys what I'm working with and what I got done so far. So we're back outside. I finished up those last 2 fittings. This is exactly what it looks like. The 2 45s to the Y, and then the 2 45s on the end that's going to go to the pump. I have the other side done already. I wanted to test fit it. I'll show you guys exactly how it looks on the car. So I got my 2 45s to the Y. That goes to my existing fuel line. I'm going to hang this up right here. And then it goes to the 2 fuel pumps right here. It's going to be on the same side. Same thing on the other side. And that should tie up the whole fuel setup. I did have to move my fuel filter a little far back because it was too close to where the pumps are. But that should tie up the rest of the fuel system and be good. I also, off camera, did get the turbo rebuilt. The manifold was cracked, so my boy MFab fixed that for me. Heat wrapped everything and got it all back together. I am cutting this video right here. On the next video, I'll finish plumbing up the fuel lines, get the fuel pumps wired up, show you how to do that, and also wire up my fuel pressure gauge. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you hit that like button, subscribe button.
Fucked up plug, he ain't show me no love when I was down in the drought. He ain't fit to hook it up. Now I'm around, stay down, grab a blicky, hit him up, yeah. Grab a blicky, hit him up.